Hey everyone and welcome to Storytime. My name is Jake and today we are going to be looking at the subreddit r/Entitledparents. So let's sit back, relax and enjoy some Reddit stories. Entitled mother wants me to give up a seat on a 10-hour flight. When I refuse, she claims I stole the seat. This happened about a year ago, but I just booked tickets for another long flight and it made me think of this. I was flying from Hawaii to New York and had a layover in Chicago. The flight from Hawaii to Chicago was about 10 hours long, and I had booked my flight well in advance so I could have my choice of seats. I chose the window seat on the exit row, and as I was waiting in the airport, I was excited knowing my seat was going to be perfect. We start boarding and I'm one of the first groups to board, so I make sure I have everything I need from my bag, put my headphones on and start my Netflix binge. About 10 minutes in, the woman next to me taps on my shoulder. Entitled grandma speaks up.
Hi sweetie, I'm flying with my family and my granddaughter would like to be in the window seat.
I should explain the layout of the plane. There's 3 seats on the left and right side and 4 seats in the middle. Entitled grandma and her husband were sitting in the seats next to me on my side, and the rest of her family, entitled mother and her 3 kids, all between 2 and 8 years old, were sitting in the middle row. I'm sorry, I chose this seat because I know how long of a flight it's going to be. I would offer to let her sit here during takeoff and then switch, but she looks really young and I don't think they allow children to sit in the exit row. Entitled mother overhearing our conversation. So, you're just going to be heartless and deny my daughter her window seat? Then the spoiled brat speaks up.
Mum, you told me I could have it. Tell her it's mine.
She starts having a temper tantrum and screaming while sitting in the aisle, holding up the entire line of people trying to get to their seats.
Look what you did. You broke that little girl's heart. I hope you know there's a place in hell for people like you.
The flight attendant had heard the girl's tantrum at this point and started coming over. What seems to be the issue? These people asked me to switch. The girl stole my daughter's seat. She shoved her way in as I was helping my daughter with her bag, and now she refuses to give us the seat back. I have my ticket that shows that this is my seat.
She stole the ticket from my grandbaby. I saw her do it.
Me, extremely frustrated at this point. It has my name on it, and I have my license to prove it's my name. The flight attendant looks over everything. This is her seat. Also, your daughter is way too young to be in an exit row. Please don't disturb this young lady again. The rest of the flight, I endured dirty looks from the family, and at one point, the entitled grandma tried to spill a drink on me as the flight attendant was handing it to me. Hopefully, this next flight, I can just sit in silence. If I was sat next to people like that on a plane, I would just laugh to Netflix the entire way through and see if I can annoy them and wake them up. And then if they try to look out the window, I just close the window and be like, oh, there's nothing to see out there. Let me connect to your hotspot. So I was at the hospital with my family at 1 AM because my little sister, 2.5 years old, was having a very bad cough. I pulled out my phone as I had nothing to do, and there was at least a 30-minute wait before the doctor could see us. My sister was not a part of the data pool for our family yet, so I hotspotted her so that she could keep her 2 gigabytes for times when I'm not there. We must have had our conversation pretty loud because a woman comes up to me and asks if I could hotspot her too, because she needed to make a WhatsApp call to someone. Being sleepy at 1 AM, I just said yes and asked for her phone so I could enter the password. You know the cast already. Entitled mother said, "Just tell me the password. I don't feel comfortable giving my phone to strangers." I get that, but in the same way, I don't feel comfortable giving strangers my password.
Come on, you can trust me. I promise I won't do anything.
Sorry, but I won't do that. Fine. Her tone suggested that she was doing me a favor by using my data. She hands me her phone and I enter the password. She walks away and 40 minutes later, again I was sleepy AF and lost track of time, when my parents are with the doctor, she walks back with an iPad in her hand.
Enter the password on this too, and be quick about it.
No, and I only allowed you to use it for a call.
Just shut up and connect it. It's not like you need all the data to yourself.
My sister starts to speak up. Hey, I tell her to not get involved. I knew how to handle her since I know about this sub.
I want to watch
a kid show that I can't remember
now.
The entitled mum to entitled kid,
just a minute.
Then to me,
look what you're doing to entitled kid. Just give me the darn password.
Enough. First off, it's my data and I can do whatever the hell I want with it. And secondly, you only said one call for 10 minutes, not 40. Lastly, I'm turning my network off. My sister was just listening to music, so it wouldn't bother her.
Watch your tone with me, and I'll just play it on my phone, which is connected, and if you turn it off...
I thought of something to really anger her further. Fine, I won't turn it off. Entitled mother smugly, that's what I thought. She walks away and plays some kid stuff on her phone, and as I hear the video playing, I turn it off.
Mummy, make the phone work.
Entitled kid starts whining, screaming, and kicking entitled mother. She fends off her hellspawn and angrily walks towards me.
You idiot, turn the Wi-Fi back on.
I'm sorry, I think you have the wrong person.
Shut up, smartass, and turn the Wi-Fi back on.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but I don't recognize you. You must have the wrong person.
I'm calling security and getting you kicked out.
Me, now snickering. Okay, ma'am, you do you. She comes back with the security guard and says,
he's the one who stole my phone. Arrest him.
Is this true? No, and if you want, I can show you why. I proceed to tell him the specifications of my phone, the color under the case, the backup password, how it unlocks with my fingerprint, it has a blank networked SIM card, the wallpaper, how it had my school ID card in the card holder on the case, and I told her all the contacts on the phone, since I have 15 contacts, which are all my family and 3 close friends. Also, if he called the contact's sister, it would call my sister's phone, who was right next to me.
No, he changed all of that. My phone didn't have a lock.
Then, whose phone is that? Me pointing towards her hellspawn, who had taken her phone out of her pocket and was trying to play a vid.
That's entitled kid's phone.
What about the iPad? To the security guard, she has an iPad which is probably in her bag and was used by the entitled kid. The security guard asks her to show the contents of her purse, which she hesitantly did, and it revealed an iPad. She was asked to leave the building, but she begged as her kid was sick and needed a doctor, so the guards let her stay, but she was seated in a different area than me. My parents came out with my little sister and we went home. Haven't been to the same hospital since, as it is in an area with such people, but it was the only one open at 1 AM that day. Oh, and due to confusion, my little sister was with the doctor and my older sister was the one I was hotspotting. Okay, let me get this straight. She has an iPad and probably an iPhone, but she can't afford mobile data. Yeah. Entitled mother threatens to push me off a boat if I don't give her my hoodie. Currently, I am at Weymouth for a holiday with my dad and his girlfriend, and we decided to go on a boat ride across the Weymouth Bay to Isle of Portland. We thought it might be a nice sightseeing experience. Before we even got onto the boat, one of the crew members told my dad to put his shirt on since it might get cold. I, learning from my past mistakes, started carrying around a hoodie with me since it might get cold at any moment. Hearing that warning, I put it on. Everything goes well while we're going to the Isle of Portland. We hear some cool stuff from the captain as he tells us about the area. The journey forwards was nice since the sun was still out, but the journey back definitely wasn't. Things got a bit chilly on our way back. I thought nothing of it and was happy that I had my hoodie until the entitled mother approached me. Sorry, couldn't help but notice that you had a hoodie on. Yeah, and? Well, as you can see, my entitled kid didn't bring anything with her, as we didn't expect things to get this cold. And what am I supposed to do about it? Well, I thought that you could lend her your hoodie. No, sorry, as it is still about a 30-minute ride back and I don't want to get cold. Well, I don't care if you get cold or not. My baby is freezing to death. So, this is the last time I'm gonna ask you nicely. Well, this is the last time I tell you no. Besides, why don't you give her your shirt? By this point, entitled kid was inside of her shirt shivering. If I do, I myself will be cold and you will need to give your hoodie to me then, which I doubt will fit. Well, it's not my responsibility to take care of your children. You can take a seat. I'm not giving you anything. You should talk with respect to your elders. You better apologize before I throw you off this godforsaken boat. She says this as she tugs me off my seat. What are you doing? Get off me. My dad's girlfriend then says, get your hands off him. He's not giving you anything. My baby's cold. She needs his hoodie. She says this as she pulls me closer to the edge. Stop it. I can't swim well. Well, it's not my problem now, is it? The captain notices the commotion and comes out of his whatever, where he controls the boat. What's going on here? Why are you standing? Oh, thank God you're here. This guy isn't giving entitled kid his hoodie. She's freezing to death. It's not his problem. He doesn't have to give you anything. Let go of him. Not until he gives my baby his hoodie. She grabs me again and tries to push me off. My dad doesn't know English, so he doesn't realize what's going on, but he decides to step in as he sees me being pushed towards the edge. He pulls me closer to him and pushes her away. Give me his hoodie. No, he won't. He's not giving you anything. Shut up. Come here. I'm not going anywhere with you. Not you, the boy. I walk over to him where he orders her to sit down or she'll be the one overboard. I walk to him to the place where he steers the boat and make the rest of the journey to the docks with him. When we're trying to get off, she pushes me off the stairs, but I got my balance and the captain says don't worry, saying he'll call the police. We returned back and had a laugh about the situation. I thought I'd have an inconvenience with an entitled parent at the store or somewhere else, not on a boat while being threatened. Edit, clearing things up. Apparently the place where he drives the boat is called the bridge. I'll keep that in mind. The reason I stayed calm and didn't do anything is because the boat was small and shaky, and I didn't want to slip or lose my footing and fall. Also, I'm not really a violent person. I don't think the entitled mother thought very far ahead, because if she threw OP overboard, then she wouldn't get to use the hoodie because it would be wet. Hey everyone, I hope you all had a really good day and that you enjoyed that video. If you want to check out some other videos, then click on screen right now or check out the playlist down below. If you enjoyed that video, then please do leave a like. And if you want to submit your own stories, then you can do so by joining the Discord in the top link in the description. But thank you so much for watching and I will see you very soon.